I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up, we're gonna come to the restaurant, we're gonna see your table manners. We're just gonna, study you a bit.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low. The doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility. My eggs are high quality, but there's just not a lot of them. It's just so sad.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So what you guys just saw was a chick who, I remember this chick. I did a video about her a while back. You might remember her. And we've seen this a couple of times, man, and it always blows my mind, right? She was bragging about what she wouldn't do a few years back. I remember I did a video about how she wouldn't accept coffee dates. Of course, that's crazy. What's wrong with you? But shortly after that, she's now online crying about how she can't have children, can't be a mother. So believe it or not, the shocking part about that whole video isn't what you think it may be. It's not that just a few years ago, I remember actually creating a video of this actual chick talking about all the things she wouldn't do. And she was expecting to find a man, and of course, wanting to have children in the family, and now she waited too long, and here she is now in her current situation. That's not the real surprising, shocking thing. It's that there are chicks out here looking at this situation and thinking that the two have nothing to do with each other. What do I mean? That her pickiness, delusion, the unrealistic standards that women have out here won't lead them to this exact same situation. We will see more and more and more of this. I promise you and can almost guarantee it. We're gonna see more chicks just like that. And this is sad, right? There's an entertainment factor in a lot of these videos, but people are living real lives, man, and they're miserable. Life is difficult, life is hard, and decisions have very real consequences. But again, they'll look at this and say, what does her situation have to do with women having unrealistic dating standards? You literally can't make this shit up. You literally can't make this shit up.
Doctors did tell me that might affect my fertility.
The amount of raggedy men who probably wouldn't have had a chance with her in the first place celebrating her tears is nauseating to me. Like, these same men are talking about, well, she probably had plenty of men that she could have had a child with, but she would have probably had to settle in order to do that. Look at what she's asking for. She's not asking for much. She's asking for dinner on a date. If you can't afford dinner, you probably can't afford diapers. But they're so quick to tell a woman to choose better, but when they see what choosing better looks like, they make fun of it. So you'd rather her have a child with one of these random men and become a single mother than you would judge her for that. They hate women with high standards because they know those women will never pick them. It's like the video that went viral a couple of months ago where the man was like, some of you women are going to have to settle. They want all of us women to have to settle. That's how they get picked. Some of them are only here because their mother settled for their father. They want the best choice for them, but they want to exert the least amount of effort. The tears that she's shedding is because she's realizing that she may not become a mother. She's not crying because she may not become the wife or baby mama to somebody's dusty son.
So there you go, guys. Another chick leading other women astray. And from what I've heard, because I've seen this chick before, I'm talking about the one who responded. From what I know, she's married, which leads me to another point. You know, a lot of people like to say single women keep other women single. I think women keep women single, period. There's a very small select few who actually give sound advice. Wow, that was a big bump right there. That actually give sound advice, and we know those chicks get shunned for sure.
Men, honestly, should have to have licenses in order to engage with women, because I had 3 really awful interactions with men last week and a half ago, that made me delete all of the freaking apps off my phone. Okay, and the women, y'all are no better. I'll probably make a separate video about y'all because ugh. Now, I had a horrible summer, an absolutely horrible, traumatic, terrible summer. And so I decided that this fall I was going to do things for the plot. I was going to date with no intention. I'm going to just, go out, enjoy Houston, have a good time, be very open and
Out in the streets.
honest with people about the fact that that's where I'm at. But I'm just trying to kick it, And because I'm just trying to kick it, I decided that I was going to, widen my age range a little bit. Because again, I'm not trying to marry them. I'm just trying to have a good time. So I widened my age range to be up to 50. Don't judge me, okay? Move it up to 50. And the first one that went south was with a man who was 46 years old. I put in my profiles that I am pro-Palestine, I'm pro-gun reform, LGBTQIA trans people, universal health care, bodily autonomy, like all the things, because I don't even want to hang out with you socially if we are not on the same page about things that are fundamentally important to us as people. Cool. So this man responds to the video prompt of me saying all those things. And he says, you know what? I agree with that. But I also think that, when you get married, right? I guess he didn't see that I was casually dating or whatever. But he's like, when you get married, I feel like, you need to learn how to agree to disagree and still love each other. I respond in a voice memo because I didn't want to come off as condescending. I say, you know what? Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. I think, if we're talking about pizza and you thinking that deep dish is superior to, Chicago tavern style, then yeah, babe, we can agree to disagree and I will still love you, regardless of the fact that I think that's crazy. But if we're talking about, basic human rights or my right to do whatever I want to do with my body, no. But I said it real sweet. He responds to me by saying, you are closed-minded and uncompromising. And, at this age, I need someone who's not going to cause me any stress. And that's such a shame because you're so beautiful.
You got to really think of how screwed a lot of the politically passionate chicks are. Because not only are they dealing with the modern woman mindset, they're dealing with the lack of coffee. Not just that, right? On top of that, it's this, you have to match all my political beliefs. In what world do you believe that a man who is different from a woman, see right there we just effed up. Men and women are not different in some people's eyes. But in what world are those two people gonna view all those different social issues, political issues, whatever, situations the exact same?
Okay. It was evident to me based on what he said that the reason that he's dating younger women is because he's looking for someone who's going to put up and shut up. And baby, that's just not going to be me. Never. Second buddy, he's 50 years old. All right, he's 50. We're supposed to go on a date. The day we were supposed to go on the date, I end up feeling very sick. I'm real sick. So I tell him, hey, I can't do it. We can do it this weekend now. He says, all right, bet. He sends me the place that he wants to take me for brunch. I look at the menu. I'm like, oh, this looks real good. This looks real good. He says, yeah, they just be getting you on the drinks. I tell him, I'm like, okay, well, that's not really a big deal to me because I'm not really drinking right now because I gained 40 pounds earlier in the year. And I'm really trying to be a little bit more conscious about the things that I'm putting in my body. Besides, growing up as a kid, my dad used to tell, all of us when we would go out to dinner, hey, everybody at the table's getting waters because y'all not gonna run up my tab with all of these drinks. So even as an adult, to this day, I don't even like buying alcoholic beverages because I know by the time I have two, I could have gotten an appetizer. But instead of saying something about my cute little anecdote about my family or, saying something encouraging about the fact that I'm trying to treat my body better, you know what he said? He says, oh, so your pictures aren't up to date. So your pictures aren't up to date. Something I'm like, isn't the point of engaging to make me like you? What the hell? So I respond and say, sweetheart, you don't think that was incredibly rude to say to somebody? He's like, well, the truth will be revealed. Revealed to who? Because where are we going? Where the f are we going? And it was the lack of reasoning skills for me that did it. I said I gained 40 pounds earlier in the year, which means that I probably gained weight between January and April. It's October.
being ugly on Hinge in reference to how bad I feel when I use dating apps. I find every time I get on Hinge, which is not a novel concept, but for some reason I always think it's going to be different for me, my self-esteem goes through the floor. Anyone that I like does not like me back. And anyone that likes me makes me wonder why, in what world, we would be a match.
I made a video on my smaller account about this morning, and I just have a question now. How many times are y'all going to make this same exact video in different fonts, ladies? It's women. It's women. It's just women. Men don't do this shit. If it's a woman of color, the videos go something like 90% of the women I see are beautiful, and only 10% of the men I see look good. The rest of y'all look like some booger wolves. White girls be like, why? Like when
I just saw another video just like that, man. Just like that.
on these dating apps, it's like the hot guys don't like me back. And the guys I match with, they look like Lord Farquaad. But that's because you look like Lord Farquaad. That's why they're matching with you. It's like, I don't get it. You look like Shrek, Donkey, and the Dragon he was. And you wondering why Chad with the nice jawline, 6'4", got bread, why he not with you. He's with somebody. It's just the girls that actually look good, and I don't get it. I don't get why this is such a hot topic. Y'all get on here and make the same exact video, and I know why you're making it. I know why you're making the video. You're making the video so somebody can tell you, oh, you are beautiful.
Right.
In reality, life itself has told you you're not one of the pretty ones. I know that is some shit, but everybody has to live with it at some point. I'm 30, right? Being dark skinned.
My guy says, drink the coffee.
And tall is cool now, except for I'm 5'1". Being dark skinned when I was coming up in school, like elementary, middle, high, elementary and middle, high school, dark skinned people was in. But being dark, I was an African booty scratcher. That's how I learned how to roast. Dudes who are short, no, they know that they're automatically disqualified in more than half of women. I ever watching balloon pop shows? Busted face women be like, it's the height for me. I can't do it. We're almost the same height. But women with witch noses get on here talking about why I can't match with nobody hot. You're not hot. How many times do people have to tell you this shit? I'm tired of it. Yo, you don't look as good as you think you look. That's why none of the guys you think are hot think you're hot. You're not getting any matches, any whatever shit you're talking about, roses. You're not getting no play. I promise you, they're giving somebody roses. They're matching with plenty of women. You're just not in that pool. And it's crazy to hear y'all constantly be like, and the men who match with me, yuck. Yo, y'all are both settling. I know it's crazy to hear like an ugly man is settling. Yeah, because he want to find a woman. But men know, like, oh yeah, that fine with me. She with Chad. She ain't with me. She with that handsome guy I know look better than me. Y'all problem is y'all really in the back of y'all head, y'all all think you're 10s. All of y'all? So you telling me, nobody look better than you. You're peak. You think you're a 10. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. There's nothing in reality and you match.
We all know that Kevin Samuels tried his very best. He really tried, man. He really tried, But I think what he did reveal is exactly what was just said.
I don't cook no meal from scratch for no man until I'm a wife. If you hungry, I got some cat. And if you starving, I got some.
There you have it. There you have it. That's how the modern women are doing out here. And, I don't agree with the statement that there are no good women left, right? The same way I don't agree with the statement that there are no good men left, right? It's a ridiculous thing to say. But if you do find a good woman, then she is one of the very few good quality women that are out here who are willing to drink coffee. As always, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.